kind of touched on this movie in the night before a little bit, but A Very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas is one of those movies where it's clearly made for a more adult audience. I mean, it's an R-rated sequel to the other two Harold and Kumar movies. The second one, I'm shocked, actually has not aged well at all, and is pretty much worse than I thought it was before. But I mean, Very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas is definitely a film that takes the series back on track and does it in a very creative way. 6 years has elapsed since Guantanamo Bay, leaving Harold and Kumar, once again played by John Cho and Cal Penn, estranged from one another with very different families, friends, and lives. But when Kumar arrives on Harold's doorstep during the holiday season with a mysterious package in hand, he accidentally burns down Harold's father-in-law's beloved Christmas tree, his father-in-law being played by Danny Trejo. To fix the problem, Harold and Kumar embark on a mission through New York City to find the perfect Christmas tree, once again stumbling into trouble at every single turn. The first movie is, and I said before, the first movie, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, is a pretty funny movie, a very topical movie, and still one that is very much a joy to watch, even after all these years later. And as I said before, Escape from Guantanamo Bay is one of those sequels that doesn't seem as bad as the first time you see it, but as the time has gone on, yeah, this is definitely the one that really is just like, yeah, this is the one where they completely lost the muster, and it has not aged well at all. But this one here is really, really funny. Now, granted, there are still some hit and miss moments, but not as many as there was in the second movie. I mean, there are more hits than there are misses this time around. And again, kind of like with Jackass 3D, which I just talked about earlier on talking about the movies in the last week, the 3D in here actually is used very well. It really reminded me in a way of something like a Scott Pilgrim vs. the World at times. Even though that wasn't released in 3D, that's a film that probably could have used the same type of 3D technology that they use in here and still would have made it as good as that movie was. The comedy overall is really good. The raunchy jokes, again, are used very nicely, and it's nicely paced, and it doesn't feel like you're sitting in there for a long period of time. And how can you go wrong with Neil Patrick Harris, man? I mean, this guy, like, he is definitely high up with with guys like Conan O'Brien, Craig Ferguson, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, these great entertainers who can really do no wrong. And, I've been saying it for years now. The guy is hilarious, and here he is once again just knocking it out of the park. I mean, they give him a lot of great comedy to work with, and I mean, they, in between the movies, he came out as gay, and they actually used that to good comic use in this movie because he's still that sex-crazed playboy that he was in the other movies, but they also make fun of the fact that he came out in real life, and I think that's actually hilarious the way they did it. I mean, he really does shine here, and every bit of the comedy they give him is absolutely fantastic. Granted, the special effects do look very fake at times. These are effects that are kind of on the same level of something as like a G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, or even X-Men First Class, where they do kind of look fake, but you can definitely tell there is a lot of effort being put into them as well, especially since there's animation here done by the same people who did the Community Christmas Special, which I talked about earlier in the month. But it does manage to provide both a compelling and funny look at the spirit of Christmas and the purpose of friendship, and also dealing with growing up and dealing with becoming a parent as these two have become. These guys have evolved since the last movie. This isn't like, an American Reunion or the Entourage movie where the main characters have not aged and they're still those young party boys from the past that they were. And in this one, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like they have grown up with the times. And the movie does a very good job of playing it well. It's a very funny film. It does a good job of hammering Christmas into the storyline and putting 3D in here that actually works to the film's advantage. I mean, this is a really good, strong-made film, and it's a film that I really think that this is the right way to end the series off. Now, I know they just recently announced they're going to do another one, and I don't know how to feel about this one. It's been 15 years, and it only feels like they're doing it now because Harold and Kumar is a name, and honestly, I don't want them to do it, but then again, I'm not the one who's running Warner Brothers or whoever has the rights to Harold and Kumar, because I think it's somebody else that's going to take it over. But if I was them, I would like to have stopped it here. I mean, you had a lackluster sequel with Guantanamo Bay, but you came back on track with this 3D Christmas movie. I, for one, say, just don't do this. Don't continue this to another pointless sequel that we don't need. But again, I'm not the one that's running whoever's owning the studio, owning the rights to this. But Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas is still one worth checking out. If you love the first movie and were disappointed by the second film, this one definitely puts it right back on the same level as the first film. A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas.